Hey Pectus Warriors, it's PectusPT from fixpectus.com. In today's video, I want to run you guys through the perfect upper body workout for Pectus Excavatum. Okay, so firstly, we're going to start this workout with a single arm cable chest fly. Okay, the reason this is such a perfect start to the workout is most people with pectus struggle to engage their pecs, and doing an isolation chest exercise like a fly is so amazing to get those pecs stimulated, okay? If you start with a press, which I often do, and it is a good way to train, but if you struggle with engaging your chest, then starting with a fly, you're able to get that mind-muscle connection before you go into a pressing compound movement. And so we're starting with this, it's just at middle height, like shoulder height, and with this single arm fly, you can really focus on the adduction of the pecs. The reason I'm doing single arm is, firstly, it works your obliques and your core more, which is an added benefit because you have to stabilize yourself. But then also pectus is often asymmetrical, so by doing a unilateral exercise, we're able to really target one smaller side or start with that smaller side. So it's really beneficial for a lot of cases of pectus to do this. And so hence why we're starting this workout with this. For the rep range, we're going 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. It's a great rep range for hypertrophy. We want a slow tempo, focus on the contraction, slow eccentrics, feel the squeeze, full range of motion. Okay, that's going to be an amazing way to start your workout. But when you do that, okay, so you're going to do one side, then you're going to do the other, then you're going to superset it with push-ups, okay? And you're going to do as many reps as possible, full to failure. And because you've isolated with the isolation workout of the cable fly, your chest on the push-ups is going to get fatigued, more than like your triceps or your shoulders or something that normally would. Now for both these movements, we're going 3 sets, okay? It's a superset, and we're going RPE 10, which means failure, okay? We're pushing this, okay? Guys, intensity drives adaptation, and this workout is for more experienced people, by the way. So if you're a beginner, this may not be the best workout for you. If you're more experienced and you have pectus, doing this workout, you're going to do this, you're going to be like, wow. And then you're going to be like, I want to sign up to his program because you're going to realize my workouts are awesome. Anyway, so that's how we start the workout. Then we're going to go on to a decline dumbbell press. Okay, a decline dumbbell press is amazing for pectus. The decline position enables you to lift more, so you're able to put even more tension and load on the chest. Okay, it's surprising, I know, but decline, you're normally about 10% stronger than you are on flat. And then decline also is going to hit the lower pecs more, and getting that lower pec separation from the ribs is really key for pectus. So the next exercise is decline dumbbell press. We're going to go 8 to 12 reps again, and we want a nice, slow, controlled, full range of motion tempo on this movement. We're going to rest about 90 seconds between sets here. Okay, again, pushing it, okay? Try and have a spotter though. Make sure you're safe. Try and go to failure, but make sure you're safe. Make sure you have it all set up nicely. It can be an awkward position to get in. Hopefully you've got a nice decline bench that enables you to get into it safely. If you have a friend or a spotter with you, then they can help give you the dumbbells. If you don't have a decline bench, then you can just totally do it on a flat dumbbell press. It'll be okay. Focus on really retracting the shoulder blades back and down and getting a bit of an arch. That's going to put you in a bit of a decline position naturally if you're on a flat. So that's the substitute if you don't have a decline bench. Now, that is chest done for this workout. Now, a lot of people want to train chest and they want to do like 6-7 exercises for chest in that one workout. That's what I did when I started training, and guess what? It's junk volume. It's not right. There was a big mistake I made. The chest only needs like 12 sets, taking to failure, trained properly per week to be optimal for growth. Anything else is a bit of junk volume. So a lot of people do like so much volume, but they're not actually pushing the intensity. If you push this, you take it to RPE 10, that's going to be your chest like totally fried. Okay, so then we go on to back, because back's super important for pectus as well, and this is the ultimate upper body workout for pectus, so of course we're going to hit all the main muscle groups. So chest, now we're going on to back, and we're starting with a seated row. Seated row is such a good movement. In front, we're working on a posture, you can feel it directly. It's working the mid-back, really key muscles that are going to relate to your pectus and relate to improving your posture, which will then relate to improving your pectus, because improving your posture is so important. I talk about this all the time in my videos. With the seated row here, we're going to really focus on that contraction, holding that squeeze, because that's that real posture element that we're focusing on. And we're going to really focus on failure as well. We're going heavy, we're loading this up, and we're going 6 to 8 reps, 3 sets on the seated row. Okay, so it's heavier, less reps means heavier weight. Focus on that contraction, feel the squeeze, burn it down, feel your back get a really good pump. Then once we do the seated row, we're going to go into a face pull. Okay, so the seated row hit more of our mid-back, our traps, lower traps. Okay, now we're going into a face pull. We're going to try and get our rear delts with this face pull. So the best way to do a face pull is you have 2 ropes. So that enables you to get a better range of motion and really focus on external rotation to get those rear delts firing. Okay, and we're going to pull and we're going to sweep out. We're really going to be thinking about posture. Okay, now big mistake people make when they go to do a face pull is they let the rib cage just expand like this. That's opposite of what we want when we're training for this. Okay, we want to focus on really getting that external rotation. You can cheat it. You can go like that, but guess what? That's cheating. Okay, so you want to keep the rib cage down. Work it as best you can, keeping those core engaged. It's important for pectus. It's important to learn to control your ribs as well, just for pectus in general. It's a big thing for me. Like if you can just have like a slight bit of tension on your ribs, it'll help make the pectus look so much better. We've done 2 exercises for the chest, 2 exercises for the back. we're gonna finish, make this workout extra spicy. I know I said you only need about 2 exercises, but we're gonna finish with one that hits the chest and the back, and that's gonna be a cable pullover. Okay, now again, this can be a bit awkward to set up, but it is amazing for pectus. I've got a video dedicated specifically to this to show you how to do it. But for this, we're gonna go about 8 to 12 reps, 3 sets. Okay, again, hypertrophy rep range, 8 to 12, it's amazing. I definitely do program 15 to 20, 6 to 8, it depends. But for this workout, I want you working 8 to 12, good staple, 3 sets, 90 seconds rest between, focusing on good form, really feeling the chest engage as you come up and the lats. It's working the chest and the lats, and we're gonna burn it out, finish the chest and back off strong with that exercise, all in one. Now, that's not it for the workout though, because for pectus, we also want the abs, okay? And so what we're gonna go back to the decline bench where we did the decline presses before, and now we're gonna do decline Russian twists and decline crunches. Okay, for the decline Russian twists, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 3 sets, and it's gonna be a superset. So we're gonna get the kettlebell. We're gonna do 24 twists, okay? Getting those obliques working, the obliques, building those oblique muscles over the rib flare is really important for pectus excavatum. So we're gonna get 24 of these. Then we're gonna drop that kettlebell straight away, staying in the decline bench, and we're gonna go into crunches. We're gonna do 12. Your abs are gonna be on fire. And you're gonna be like, wow, I realized how to train my abs properly. Okay, abs we wanna really smash. We wanna do like supersets and really just hit them with a lot of volume and a lot of reps. It's the best way to burn the abs. Also, we want heavy ab exercise as well, compound movements. But for this workout, we're gonna do like what's gonna get you the best pump, make you feel the best, make your pectus muscles look the best. And that's gonna be the workout. So we're doing 3 sets of those ab movements as well. Resting 60 seconds, only 60 seconds for that. Go into it again. After you've done 3 sets, your abs will be on fire. And then you have the best pump ever. You'll be stoked with your body, and you realize that you can really build muscle to make your pectus look so much better. So go look in the mirror, flex, and you'll see what you're capable of in terms of making your body and your pectus look better. And then you can go to my website, you can book a call with me, and you can meet me, so then I can program these kind of workouts for you all the time and help you overcome your body. Thanks guys, peace, see you in the next one.